There's only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his final messenger. Peace and blessings be upon him. Ladies and gentlemen,
live from off the block, eating challah bread and skipping lava rocks. Mad love from Palmer to the Collie block. Bare knuckle boxing ox. Top the balls, I got this pure poppycock. Rocks inside.
Welcome to the Hip Hop Advocate Show, the livest hip hop show in the underground. John Figs with ya.
De La Music.
And the rock.
Yo, no doubt. And yo, before we begin, man, yo, we gotta say, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace. Yet another MC, another rapper. You know what I'm saying? Gunned down and shit.
This shit is crazy. It's getting wild out there, man.
Yeah. They saying we endangered species, man. MCs and shit, rappers. You know what I'm saying? And you know, but on a lighter note, you know what I'm saying? Let's take it, you know what I'm saying, to our guest tonight, you know what I'm saying? This dude right here lights up the stage, the mic, whatever, you know what I'm saying? He's a cigar lighter, you know what I'm saying? Sophisticated 40 guzzler with the pinky up. You know what I'm saying? Yo, true MC, a spitter.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hardcore.
The Spanish Ric Flair. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker that say fuck you in a second. You know what I mean? Yo, we got Eff Yoo with us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Corona Queen's own. What up,
baby? Motherfucking deal. What's the fucking deal, y'all?
What's up, brother?
Thanks for having me up here, man. It's a fucking honor.
Yo, Eff, you from Corona?
Corona Queens, baby.
Say word. I didn't know that.
From Martins.
Granger and Martins, yeah, Granger.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I lived all over Queens my whole life. You know how it is, man. When you're an immigrant, you come here and you're all over the place.
Word.
But the first place I lived was Granger and Martins. And then I lived in Left Rack for a while. I lived in Washington Heights for a year when I was, a little kid. You know, my parents bounced us all over the place.
Out there.
You know, this was the Cocaine Cowboys days, but this was like '88.
Wow.
You know, I was like fucking. I wasn't slinging no I was like fucking 5 years old, but yeah, I've been all over. But Queens is where I called my home since I was 5 years old, man. So I came here from Peru.
Damn.
We got a little saying that we say all roads lead back to Corona because a lot of people that we know musically, they're from Corona. You know, we're from Corona, so there's a lot of talent there, bro.
Yo, Queens is underrated, bro. With the amount of MCs, and not just that, right? Yeah, a lot of MCs from the Bronx, Manhattan, all that, but the amount of skills you find in Queens, man.
The best MCs come from
name
Queens.
a Queens rapper that's not skilled, honestly. You know what I mean? It's tough.
We dare you.
Flocka.
Wow.
He's from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, his mom, and
yeah, he grew up in Queens and shit.
Yeah.
His uncle was affiliated with Supreme Team.
Right.
So let's begin it, man.
What's up?
So the people that don't know you, just take it to how you started your musical journey.
Oh, the hard-hitting questions. I mean, it's let's get right to it. Yo, motherfucking, I wrote my first rhyme in my shit in a diaper, son. Nah, hell no.
In your own shit.
I mean, listen, as far as hip-hop, because I like all kinds of music, man. You know what I mean? Like, growing up in the Spanish household, you listen to salsa, you know what I mean? And boleros and all that type of shit. But when we came to New York, to Queens, my uncle's a graffiti writer by the name of D.I.O. And we moved in with him, and he was a DJ. And he was playing all the hip-hop shit, you know what I mean? Slick Rick, Run DMC, KRS-One, and like that was my first introduction to that. And him taking me into the trains on his shoulders to do pieces and all that shit, you know what I mean? That's when I first fell in love with the elements, with the art form. As far as spitting, when you're in high school and whatever, you spitting on the corner with your friends, but never really taking it seriously. What I took seriously in high school and afterwards was just being like a stick-up kid and shit. I rapped with my friends, but I wasn't trying to be, you know what I mean, Jay-Z or none of that shit. I was just trying to get money quick, you know what I mean? And then it really took me to about maybe 2010 when I met my brother Spit Gems, and I was gonna DJ for him. You know what I mean? I wasn't
you know how to fuck with the.
I wasn't even spitting at the time. I was just DJing. You know what I mean? I just wanted to play the records. And him and the homie Shazil York, they were doing the show. They needed a DJ. I came through. I knew Gems from the Low Life shit. I went through whatever. They took me to Goblin Studio out in Long Island City. They were working on music, whatever. I was a DJ. I didn't give a fuck about rap no more. I was just tired of it. Like I wasn't seeing. Yeah, it's right under the end, like the end train.
I remember hitting that spot.
Yeah.
Damn.
And fucking, they took me there, whatever. And then Gems was working on a track, and I'm just in the studio listening. I start like freestyling in my head, and then I'm like, yo, Gems, check this out. Boom, I spit it for him, and he's like, yo, son, you gotta come on this track, bro. That shit is fire. And from then it was like, yo, so you got something for this? And it was just being around all those spitters, you know what I'm saying, at that time. Because there was a lot of, Starving B was in the studio. My homie A1 was in the studio. Shaz, Gems. I mean, I don't want to leave people out, but
hitters, man.
Sean Price was coming in later on,
But you already had shit written down, like you would practice on your own time, like
nah.
Or you just like that moment, just
nah. It was just that I was just DJing, bro. I didn't have a book of like my book of rhymes was from fucking 97 when I was in high school, just fucking around.
Yeah.
That was just a certain beat that was playing at the moment and being in that atmosphere.
You got inspired.
With these spitters, you know what I'm saying? Who was just spitting back and forth to each other, sharpening their swords and back and bang, 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 bang. And that just inspired me to just fuck around and write something. I pulled Gems to the side. I spit it for him. And from that point forward, he's like, yo, son, you got to spit. Like, fuck the DJ shit. Like, you got to spit.
As ill.
And from that point forward, I just been elevating my pen.
It's crazy that you started, not to say too late, but because your pen game is crazy.
Yeah, wordplay.
Thank you.
Wordplay is sick.
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, I guess it was a little late start, but it wasn't, like I said, like I wasn't trying to break into the scene.
The
you know
MC,
what I'm saying?
right. Part of it.
So that's why I wasn't like, I got to get this off right now in my 20s because I'm young. Yeah, but I used to do a lot of shit. Like I used to street team for Ruckus Records, and we would freestyle. We would battle, the Bad Boy street team and shit. Bang, bang, bang. You know what I mean? And we'd battle the Sony street team and all that other shit. So I guess I was always sharpening my sword here and there. You know what I mean? But I just wasn't taking it seriously.
Yeah.
So you used to battle?
I mean, yeah. No, battle. See, the thing is, back then, battling wasn't what it is now.
It was more ciphering.
It was more ciphering. It was more ciphering. It was more me and my street team versus you and your street team. We're gonna just spit our hottest shit. We might make fun of what you wearing, what you doing, how you look, real quick off the top. You know what I mean? It wasn't what it is now, which I respect a fucking hell of a lot. But you didn't have 6 months to prepare for a certain individual. Like I know I'm battling him. I have whatever it is, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months to write bars towards him. I'm looking on his Instagram,
Google
search, and I'm making fun of this, and I know this, and I know his girl played him, and it was just on the spot. Like we see niggas from Sony, like, oh, what's up? Hey, what you got? That shit is whack, and we start going back and forth. So it was that kind of battle. It wasn't no professional battle league shit. I tip my hat to those brothers. Rest in peace, Pat Stay too, man.
Oh yeah,
he's fast.
P was possibly the illest.
Yeah, he was a funny motherfucker. Man.
Yeah, so I was always in, I had my toe, in the rap game a little bit, and then I had my toe out in the streets a little bit at the same time.
So when you was DJing though, you was doing like parties. You was always doing parties.
Yeah, just parties. I would
like house parties type shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would try to get. I was working at a hotel in Manhattan, so I would work all day. I was drilling, doing oil drilling. I was doing oil drilling till about 5 p.m. Then I would take a shower, change, go to Manhattan. I would spin from like 10 to 2, 3 a.m. Go back to where I was drilling, sleep in my car, and wake up and work, and then fucking go DJ again. It was grinding, but it was making bread. And at the same time, wherever I was DJing, I was selling a little bit of fucking blow on the side. So like I was getting paid. Like I was driving in. Nigga, these are oil rig motherfuckers, right? Pickup truck motherfuckers. I was driving in the fucking Lexo and shit. I was like, look at this motherfucker. Like, and I was young, so I was like 19, 20 years old. But I was getting money from all these first of all, drilling, you making at that time was like $35 an hour to start. You know what I mean? Then I was getting a good $400 or $500 a night DJing. Then I was getting a good $400 or $500 just fucking pumping fucking 50s, which I was really selling for like 80s out in Manhattan. So I was fucking making money. Yeah. But all that shit catches up to you, son. And it came to a point where I had to stop that shit.
Well, like they say in New York, to survive in New York, you gotta have like 5 fucking hustles.
That's a fact.
You need at least 5 streams of income, man. For real. But so you was doing all of that, and how the hell you was like, yo, I'm just gonna rap now? You left all that behind.
Well, I left all that behind because my partner had gotten bagged, and when he got bagged, I took all the bread I had, and you know what I mean. I broke it. You know, I broke him off some change and shit. I put shit in his commissary. He was away for 7 years. Didn't say a word.
Wow.
Didn't say a word. My name never was mentioned. But I was like, yo, that shit. Like I'm done, son. Like I'm done. I
Got
moved.
too close.
I bought a house, and I had. I was with my first daughter's mother. But then we split, and that shit'll throw you on your head. So that's when I started coming to the studio, and I started DJing more because I didn't have my lady to come home to, so I was just out all night. You know what I mean?
Time.
And then, like I said, once I started getting in the studio with Nems and them, they're just such sharp lyricists that I guess it reignited a passion inside me. You know what I'm saying? And my words were being respected. The shit I was saying wasn't just fucking around on the corner with other niggas who aren't taking rap seriously.
Right.
It was being respected by motherfuckers who took rap seriously. You know what I mean? And then you got to meet some elders, you spit for them, and they're like, yo, that shit is fire. It makes you even hungrier. It makes you even cockier. You know what I mean? It makes you want to say more shit. So it was just that gradual build-up to make me be like, yeah, I'm just going to start doing this. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And to be honest, I don't think... I haven't really taken rap seriously until maybe I did Picasso. The Picasso EP, which was in 2018.
Yeah, Papa Dios was that your first joint?
No, Papa Dios was, listen, let me tell you something about Papa Dios. So Papa Dios is the EP I did. It's 10 songs. Each song is like a Bible tale. But it's not like a Christian rap album or nothing. It's still fucking street. You know what I'm saying? Far from it.
Yeah.
Far from it.
Nah, it's mad lyrical and shit.
But I was so fucked up at the time, and I'm not scared to say it. I was fucking drinking. I was doing acid, mushrooms, fucking coke, weed. Bro, every day while I'm rapping about a fucking Bible verse. It was insane. It was insanity. I couldn't even...
irony, huh?
I cannot remember one studio session for that album. And it's like an album I don't listen to and I don't even think about because I don't like the way it came out and I don't like who I was then. You know what I mean? But it took me at that time of being a piece of shit, being a fucking scumbag, getting out of it to be able to look back and be like, I don't want to do that no more. So I'm glad that album exists because I can look at it and say, I don't want to be there no more.
From afar.
Right. I don't want to be in the place that I was when I made that album. It's my wackest piece of work to me. It really is. Like, I hate it. And also, I hate who I was. But that was my third mixtape.
You did a deluxe. Because you did like an EP and then you put more tracks.
That was
it, right?
Picasso.
Yeah, that's the one. But because I saw two different versions of it.
Right. So after Papa Dios, I didn't do nothing. That's how much I didn't like it. That's how much I was a piece of shit. I'm not rapping no more. And it took my homie Curse, who's a producer from Toronto, shout out to the Curse, to send me beats and get me reinvigorated. And we did Picasso, which is like 5 tracks. And then we're like, yo, let's keep it going. We did Picasso Dos, another 5 tracks. And I'm like, yo, let's put it out together as one thing, Picasso Deluxe. You know what I mean? They were already out on iTunes and, you know, Spotify doing numbers and all that. But then we put it together and we put together a vinyl, a CD. We toured it. You know what I mean? So that was fun. I would say that's when I started taking it seriously.
Wow. Yeah, because I remember meeting you. It was like 2014. That's when we did a brief interview. But at that time, your music was just strictly Bandcamp.
Right.
You was like, yo, I don't fuck with iTunes and none of that shit. Right. Straight, if you fuck with me, you gotta cop that shit. So I'm like, no doubt. Eff Yoo. Word. Exclamation point. So it's like, what made you? I mean, the game is all fucked up right now, right? With the streaming, everything's streaming now. What made you decide? Like, look, I have to kind of like my back is against the wall. I have to do this shit in order for the people to listen.
Well, from the point where I met you, there was, or it was just very early on when TuneCore and CD Baby had started making it able for you to put your stuff on iTunes and Spotify. Before that, you had to go through a distribution label.
Right.
So when we first met, my first mixtape, my second mixtape, Papa Dios, you had to go through a distribution label. And I did that. And it was trash. It was a trash deal because they would take 20% off top. iTunes takes 15% off top. So that's 35% off top.
Raping.
So I was like, yo, fuck all that.
That's crazy.
Now, you can go to TuneCore, you can go to CD Baby, you can go to DistroKid,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And they'll put your stuff on there for a fee. And that really made the difference when I was like, oh shit, now I can make some bread, I can make a run at this when I started taking it more seriously.
Yeah.
Let's take it to your, I know you just dropped something right now. What's the name of that?
I just dropped an EP called Charismatic Disrespect.
Yeah.
It's produced by the homie Rob Viktum. Out of Austin, Texas. Rob Viktum, if you're not familiar with him, man, he produced some bangers back in the days, man. He worked with Def Jux a lot. He released a lot of records on his own. He had very early Conway records, you know what I mean? Vast Air. He worked with Mayhem. And he actually makes his own sample pack. So if you're a producer, you know, you buy one of these sample packs and then you can make beats out of those original samples.
Oh, shit.
And that's what Curse had used to make Picasso and Picasso Dose. He used his sample packs.
That's crazy.
And then he heard Picasso and Picasso Dose and reached out and he's like, yo, what you did to my samples is amazing.
What?
Do you want to do something for beats that I actually make? And I'm like, yo, send them through. You know what I mean? Like, if I start feeling it, let's do it. If it's whack, then you won't hear from me. You know what I mean? But yo, every shit he sent was a bullet, man. It was like, boom, yes, bang.
You was writing them shits with a flare gun.
Right away, son.
I got on the live. You guys were on the live the other day.
Right.
You was showing the album. A few snippets of it.
Yeah.
And it was sounding crazy at that moment right there. You guys were talking about how you met a little bit.
Right.
You were supposed to meet at one point and something happened. What was it about a hotel?
Well, nah, bro.
Something about that y'all never met before face to face.
Listen, I have a bad rap in Austin because of South by Southwest.
Oh shit.
Because there was a certain time when I was a piece of shit scumbag, son. So like, yo, put a bunch of New York kids in Texas, which Austin is like fucking Williamsburg.
Yeah, un desastre.
Austin is, please forgive me, but it's like a softer Williamsburg. Yeah. So put a bunch of New York kids with performer badges in fucking a softer Williamsburg, and what's gonna happen? You're gonna get banned from fucking hotel rooms and banned from the city and shit like that. So yeah, man. So we were supposed to meet up at a hotel in Austin, and I got there first and had a little party, and that's.
Got kicked out before you even got to meet the dude.
You know what I mean? So that's where that came about.
Yeah, all right, I get the backstory now.
Yeah.
I understand.
But the project is fire.
Thank you.
Saying Delancey Leathers.
That
With
video,
Rim.
right?
Yeah. Shouts to the homie Rim.
Rim.
Yeah. If you don't know the Villains, which is a group that I think he's currently in with P, they're back and forth. I mean, their whole shit is fire, but their back and forth specifically is a thing of wonderment, man. Sean Price put me onto them, and when I heard their records, I'm like, these guys are fucking special.
Wow. So how them leathers? You be copping leathers over there?
Yeah, I don't know people who aren't from New York, from wherever you may be watching it, man. Delancey Street, Delancey and Essex. It used to be miles of leather jackets and hats and furs as far as the eye can see. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you're from New York, there's a good chance you cop your first Averex from either the Averex outlet by LaGuardia.
By AV.
Right. Or Delancey and Essex.
Yeah.
Definitely where I got my first fur, where I got my first AV. That AV that's in the video, I think I got from the outlet out here, though. Not gonna lie. But yeah, Delancey and Essex, Ludlow Street, all them shits, they're just...
That was an ill video, though. You had the shorty in the back.
She was just chilling, right?
Where y'all shot? What part? Where y'all shot that scene at?
Delancey.
Delancey,
Right?
With the shorty, when the shorty was you was rapping in front of the shorty.
Yeah. There's a projects
yes.
I think on Astor, and we walked to the projects, and I'm like, yo, right. All I wanted was I just want you to stand there, in a bikini and a leather jacket. Can you do that? She was like, yeah, sure.
Sudando.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want. I wanted to look kind of like, what is she fucking doing there?
Yeah.
You don't got to dance on me. You don't got to twerk. None of that shit. Just stand there.
It was cleverly put there. It was cleverly mastered.
Thank
It
you.
was well put together.
Yeah,
Shout
it
out to the
was.
homie G Media who shot and edited that for us.
I gotta say that my favorite was the Tiger Bone Smoothie.
Oh, thank you.
That shit is fire. Cause I'm a big video game fan.
Okay.
So I just heard you throwing mad references in there, and I'm like, oh shit, all right. Some Guile, some Sonic, all this stuff.
Right.
Like, yo.
Omen. He
Right?
said,
Yeah. Making circle around my ex-girl box because life's a game. You know what I mean? Throw the Xbox in there and shit.
What was your thought process on that? That was like, what was your inspiration to it?
Tiger Bone Smoothie, oddly enough, I named it that because it's an amalgamation of raps that I had already written. So like, and you can kind of tell when you hear it because I'm going on a flow and then I'll switch up and it'll talk about something totally different because I have pieces written. I had 8 bars written and then I had 8 bars from somewhere else and I put that in. So I blended it all together like a smoothie.
I peeped that, and that gave me the Nas's joint, the Book of Rhymes feel.
All right.
It kind of gave me like that feel.
That's exactly what it was like. It was just rhymes that I had that didn't really fit anywhere. And so I put them all together. And that track, that's why there's no hook. You know what I mean? It's something like 36 straight bars.
You got a track. You got one of the tracks on the Money House Blessings where you just like spitting some shit and then you're like, fuck that up. And you kept going.
Oh, with no beat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Practicing a rap.
Right. That was another rap. That's
clever. That's a clever idea. Like just for a track.
that I had done. And when I recorded it, the engineer cleaned it. So there was no like background noise. There was no like chair movement. And it was very clean. There was no breathe, like, there was none of that. And I'm like, nah, son, add that. Like, that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? I want it to sound like I'm just practicing. And because basically I was. I'm like, let's see how this comes out. And if I fuck up, just keep recording. Like, so you got to keep the breath and the chair squeaking. That's part of the song. You know what I mean?
That's ill because you keeping that creativity going. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of on a lot of your projects. There's a lot of creativity.
Thank you.
And
Yes,
that shit is lost right now. Like,
Thank
there's no cookie cutter shit.
Right.
When it comes to you know what I'm saying,
definitely.
you and your camp. You know what I'm saying?
Word. I mean, I feel like it's a gift and a curse a little bit because a lot of people want to hear that polished shit nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, why y'all don't sound like the Locks and Jadakiss? It's because they're dope, but they're produced. They have money behind them, and
they're the Locks and Jadakiss.
Right.
This is Eff Yoo. What the fuck?
Word.
right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
And that's what hip hop is, man.
I prefer it to sound like that, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. And I get some flack for that sometimes, you know what I mean? From producers and from fans and shit. Oh, you didn't fucking mix it down right. Why didn't you fucking do the HBQ down? Why didn't you turn it down? Shut the fuck up, man. Yo, son, I'm at a point in my life where I'm making a little bit of bread from music, but that's not why I'm doing it because I'm not getting rich off music. You know what I'm saying?
saying?
I just fucking want to.
Yeah.
Point blank. I just want to rap. And when I don't want to rap, then I won't. And I might not rap for another whatever years, and then I might rap again. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing where people are like, yo, son, you're 40 years old, man. Put the mic down. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Why? I'm nice. I'll smoke anybody who's fucking 20 right now. You know what I'm saying? Fucking smoke anybody. Well, where are we? Whitestone? Come to Whitestone. I meet you at Cherry Valley. We'll fucking spar. You know what I'm
We'll
saying?
get a sandwich. You know what I mean?
And then we'll get a sandwich afterwards and shake hands, and you'll learn something. Once I can't do that no more, or I don't feel like it no more,
exactly.
or I hear a beat and I try to write to it and it's whack, then that's it. Then I'm done.
Yeah.
Then I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
It's
And
crazy.
I feel like that all the time, son.
It's crazy. On one of the bars you said, on one of the tracks, I can't remember the song, but you said like niggas trying to like, and you weren't referencing to say young cats, because there's young cats that could flow,
Facts.
but a lot of niggas can't. There's niggas now, like what you see in the mainstream now is niggas that got no flow,
Right.
got no rhythm on a beat at all, but somehow is what is
Got 'em there.
popularized.
Yeah.
Right.
These niggas
Well,
really
you
like
said,
that.
You said earlier, he was like, "Yo, there's money behind shit like that."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's marketing dollars.
But it's
record
sad,
label.
yo. It's so sad. It's
I mean,
so sad. That's what's fucked up everything.
Yo,
man.
personally, I feel no type of way towards MCs like that. I just think that's the wave right now. You know what I mean? To just kind of say outlandish shit or say shit that doesn't make sense, and you know, even if you're not on beat. Sometimes I don't rap on beat. Personally, I'll give up the flow to say what I want to say.
Yeah, just
You
to
know
make
what
it
I'm saying?
clear.
I peep
Shit,
that.
yeah.
So I do that
Yeah.
sometimes myself. So, you know, I ain't mad at it. And I ain't mad that they're making money or making a lot of money. You know what I mean? And they can feel how they want to feel. Ain't none of them saying my name on the record. I'll tell you that right now. You know what I mean? Take it how you want to take it. Like, yeah, they're not saying your name because you ain't fucking nobody. I'm nobody, right? But nobody's perfect. You feel what I'm saying?
Fuck that,
So
man.
it's like,
You an MC, bro. Like, there's a difference, MCing and rappers. You know what I'm saying? You an MC. You know what I'm saying?
thank
Like,
you.
And speaking about that, we were talking about Jadakiss, those real MCs, right? Jadakiss, the Locks. Every time we have somebody on this
Perfect.
platform, we always want to know what's their top 5, what influenced them when they were growing up, what are their favorites. so I think
Think so?
right now
Right.
is a good time.
I think so.
to talk-
Perfect.
But before that, we gotta pay some bills, yo.
Yo, let's take a break.
Yeah, real quick.
I gotta pee.
Let's take a break. I'm gonna do
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Yo, we're back.
Yeah.
And this is the burning question. You're in the hot seat, brother.
right.
The burning questions, bro. The
Top 5.
top 5. Hit
Well,
'em.
like I was saying, I feel like y'all get this a lot. It's hard to pin down the top 5 because it fluctuates all the time. You know what I mean? But shit, man. Top 5 influences. MF Doom, definitely. And then this is in no particular order. MF Doom, definitely. Nas, definitely.
Yeah.
A$AP Rock, 100%. Big Pun, 100%. And I gotta listen. You can say what you want. This is my brother, but I gotta say Spit Gems. And the
Nice.
the reason that I say that, besides the fact that he's the illest MC spitting right now, besides the fact that he's my brother, and besides there's gonna be comments on your YouTube like, that nigga dick riding his boy. Fuck that. The
Wow.
truth of the matter is, when I'm in a funk, when I'm like, yo, son, I don't want to do this shit no more, B. This is my last album. Gems will send me something, a verse. Like, yo, son, jump on this. I'll hear the verse and immediately be like, yeah, I got to fucking write something. son. I got to write. So, yo, not a lot of people are doing that.
Word.
Not a lot of people. Shouts out to homeboy Sandman. Here's another one. I hear him.
Wow.
And I'm like, shit, I got to fucking write something, son. This
Feel to
is
get that
fucking
pressure.
nasty.
That pressure's on.
Yeah.
Doom.
About him last time.
Yeah, I mentioned them. Yeah, because there's a DJ in Florida. Our guest last week had he was talking about DJ
Sandman.
I'm like, hold up, Sandman from like nah, it's different, but MC Sandman.
Shouts to homeboy Sandman.
Yeah,
Shouts to my
homeboy
brother
Sandman.
Deep from Two Hungry Bros.
Oh, okay.
Two Hungry Bros was another production group who was like producing for some heavy hitters, man, back when I was, when I was working for Ruckus and shit like that. And we got some shit coming. He dropped an album Friday called What My Dad Listens To, and I got a track on that called Warwick Davis, where I'm just talking about being a midget.
What?
Yeah, that's what. You know who Warwick Davis is?
No, I don't
He's
know.
he's an actor. He's the actor who played Willow, and he played the little Ewok in Star Wars. Like, he plays
Okay,
all the
okay.
midget roles and shit.
Yeah?
You know what I'm saying?
Was he on Seinfeld? Well, he was with Kramer's partner.
No, that's not him. That's
Oh.
not him. Warwick Davis is from England. So I just wrote the thing is, he sent me a beat, and the beat it just sounded like a small person playing the fucking xylophone. And so I started.
Crazy. That's a crazy vision.
I started.
word.
I started thinking about like what's Warwick Davis's life like, And shout out to Warwick Davis, man. This Willow show coming out too on fucking app. I'm plugging everybody. I just plug
Go for it.
fucking Throw Money Glazer before they still might need your services.
That's
and
an ill
shit.
concept.
But yeah,
Shit.
check it out. It's called Warwick Davis. It's on the album called What My Dad Listens To. And we're all fucking old dads now and shit. And we're working on something. Me and
You're a
Deep.
new dad again, though.
I'm a new dad again, man.
Congrats,
3 months
man.
old.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
My
congrats,
daughter
man.
Elise. Shout out to my daughter Serene. I love you both. My wife Martha.
And real
It's
quick,
tough.
where were you on the top 5? You mentioned all top 5 already?
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
did 5.
Yeah.
Right?
I mentioned 6 with Homeboy Sam, man.
All right, there we go.
But like,
Top-
you know, somebody like Doom is somebody who I can't even say inspired me. It's just somebody who I fucking genuinely enjoyed listening to. And it's funny because he's the type of MC, I don't know where y'all fall on the debate. You either hate him and you think he's garbage, or you think he's a genius.
There's no gray area,
There's
right?
no gray area. And I fall into the category was from when I first heard him, I thought he was a genius.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My brother GS Advance, shout out to GS Advance, he's the brother who hated him. He was like, Stu's garbage. He can't even rhyme on beat. What the fuck is he saying? And then there was a shifting point where he heard a song and he was like,
he got ill lyrics, man.
lyrics, yeah.
GS Advance is another genius. But, you know, he shifted. He was like, nah, Doom. And then he went back and listened. He's like, no, this nigga's nasty.
Yeah.
So real quick, that right there is Eff Yoo's top 5.
Yo, and
Top 6.
he's
Top 6. Yeah.
with a bench. He got a bench woman in there. Yo,
Facts.
it's Aesop Rock, not Aesop Rocky,
Right, correct.
because your motherfuckers will be like, oh yeah, he got Aesop Rocky. No.
Yeah, you gotta clear
Yo, but
that
I'm
up.
about to fuck you up. I fuck with A$AP
Yeah,
Rocky.
yeah,
His
yeah.
shit is fucking stupid sometimes. Yo, I
yeah,
listen to that shit, I'm like, yo,
sometimes.
shit is fire.
Yeah, but we had to clear it up.
But no, I'm talking about A$AP Rock.
Yeah,
A$AP
yeah.
I'm glad
Rock
you did that. I'm glad you did that.
was an MC in the late 90s with Def Jux and before
Yeah.
Def Jux.
Nasty.
It's fucking crazy.
Insane.
He's another guy who you either think he's a genius or you don't really fuck with him.
yeah, yeah.
I fuck with him heavy.
You know who's like that too? Damn,
Eff Yoo?
hey, that him too.
Yo, if you don't fuck with me, something's wrong with you. Point blank. You're not listening.
What's this guy's name? The white dude, the white rapper, man.
I have to edit this, you heard? Edit this part. This whole part where he's like, oh, damn, I hate that shit. I do that shit all the time, too. I fucking hate
But I
it.
had him.
While he's remembering, I just want to say something about MF Doom. On one of you took inspiration for one of your hooks from him.
Correct, yeah. On Charismatic Disrespect.
Yeah,
It's actually
yeah.
the single we're dropping next week. It's called Rule Number 1. And he had an album called King Ghidra. And he had a song in there called Phasers. And I took a piece from that and I melded it into the verse. But then I put his original verse at the end of the song.
Yo, man, hold on,
Gina,
hold
who
on.
the
The
fuck
dude
were
that
you?
say put silent your phone and all that. You're the one.
This shit is on vibrate, but she's listening. Big brother's listening,
That
man.
shit said bootleg.
He said, "Do you
the
pay your-"
bootleg lady walked in, son.
Yo.
Said, do you pay your taxes?
You too, if you don't remember the bootleg lady walking into your fucking store, you too young.
Word.
You should turn off the channel right now because you're not fucking with me. I
You don't
guarantee
even
you.
see that no more. That's the fossils.
But who are you
now.
thinking about? Copyright? Copyright's another fucking
Yeah.
nasty
The
MC.
dude, he just moved to Germany. Fuck.
Fucking Germany. Write us. Who's he talking about?
Yo, put it on the comment section.
Yo, a lot of
He had it-
editing
he
work.
found- He found Afro.
R.A. the Rugged Man?
Yes, R.A. the Rugged. He's another one. You either hate him or you love him.
I fuck with R.A. the Rugged Man for many reasons. I'm going to tell you a funny story about R.A. the Rugged Man. I went to watch a fight at the Barclays with A.G. the Coroner and my brother Bloodstained Lane and my boy Fear. And we were sitting in the nosebleeds. I didn't give a fuck. I forgot who it was. I think it was Broner. And behind us was R.A. the Rugged Man.
Shit.
And he recognized me. He was like, yo, Eff Yoo. I was like, oh, shit. He's like, yo, it's funny that niggas like us got to sit in the nosebleeds, right? I'm like, yo, son.
Crazy.
I was fucking, that meant a lot to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I have a lot of moments like that. And that's what keeps me going. You know what I mean? That's what keeps me going. I have a lot of moments with Prodigy, rest in peace, Sean Price, Method Man, Nori. Like your fucking Tragedy, shouts to Tragedy, just dropped the album too. Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, my nigga, where they're like, yo, I fuck with your shit. And I'm like, if you fuck with my shit, I don't care what nobody else says, and I'm untouchable right now.
That's
You know,
all you need
I'm
it,
on
right?
cloud nine. You know what I'm saying?
That's all you need.
And that day, son, I felt like the man, son. I felt like the man. Already the rugged man recognized me.
Yes.
And I'm sitting a row in front of him.
Yes. Wow.
Speaking of moments, you're talking about
It's a
moments,
moment.
different moments. I got a few photos here of you.
Oh
Different
no!
logos.
Are my pants on?
Nah.
No.
Well,
He said,
you
"Nah,
gonna
they're not."
You get to see.
Fuck.
So what we do sometimes here, these guys know, is that I'm gonna show you a few pictures and there's different places of you doing different things.
Uh-huh.
And we just want you to
Some
explain
with
to the
pants and
people.
some not.
Yeah.
Yo.
So just explain to the people.
Oh, just
what
explain.
you're doing.
Son, my wife's gonna watch this. Bro.
Nah, bro. It's nothing crazy.
I'm walking out of the massage parlor and shit. I'm not gonna be able to explain that, dog.
Wow.
Nah, man.
Yo, I came. It's a trap, babe. I swear to God, it's photoshopped. You can Photoshop anything nowadays.
Before we do this one is called Searching for Eff Yoo. You heard? Searching for Eff Yoo.
Scared. Yeah, son.
First one right here. Talk about it.
Oh, Mystique. Wait, so y'all gonna show this on the show?
Yeah, it's
Well,
gonna be on
yeah,
the
yeah.
screen.
So what were you doing here? What was this?
Mystique's is a strip joint in Bridgeport, Connecticut, man. Shout out to all the homies in Bridgeport, all the homies in Connecticut. Johnny, what up? Fucking and that's from a video called Drogas.
We were talking about that earlier.
Actually, yeah, I have a song called Drogas, and we did a show in Bridgeport that day. And I fucking threw a bunch of fucking Molly into the crowd and shit.
Oh, what?
And and a bunch of it's in the video at the end of the video. And fucking a bunch of the people invited us out. And we were shooting the video during the show. And we didn't have enough. So we went to Mystique's. And I'm like, yo, let's shoot the video at the strip joint. Why not? They didn't let us in with the camera. They were like, y'all not shooting in here. So we just shot outside.
You was the plug I seen. You was the plug.
Nah, it was not the son. The
Yo.
feds be watching, son.
Yo,
This
that shit is
is entertainment purposes
For
only.
real,
I
for
don't
real.
do. I am clean and sober. I swear to God.
Statute limitation, baby. That's
There's
it.
Jack in the cup, but besides that,
Next one. What
breaking
is this
it
about?
breaking it down with Eff Yoo.
What are you doing there?
That's something that I started doing with this album, Charismatic Disrespect, and it's something that my homie Rob Viktum kind of put into my ear because he was like, "Yo, you say a lot of shit that has double meanings, triple meanings. You know what I mean? It's hidden between another word." You know what I mean? And like, I think people would appreciate you breaking it down sometimes. You know what I mean? And so he had me sit in front of a green screen and he sent me a bunch of lyrics from the album. And I break it down. And I'm like, yo, this means this. This is
With
where I
your-
got that.
With the Eff Yoo logo.
Right, exactly.
This is ill. This is that MTV.
Yeah, the
rap
Yo
shit.
Raps.
Right.
Yo
That's
Raps.
hard.
Yeah.
I seen that. That's hard. That's a dope segment.
Next one here. We got a picture here.
Oh, shit. The home team, kid. Home school.
Talk about it.
That's my brother Spit Gems to my right and my brother A1 to my left. That's from the Rikers Island Boxing School album. And
Ribs.
right. And that's a video that we shot for that. Actually not too far. Actually by Aviation. We shot that in a day where we were supposed to shoot 2 videos, but we had so much fun shooting the one, bro, that
Niggas forgot about the
all
other
we
one.
got off. Yeah. But that's on YouTube. That's on Apple. That's everywhere. Rikers Island. You know what's funny? A lot of people don't know that Rikers Island Boxing School is me and Spit Gems. Because I've done posts with me and Gems going, yo, Rikers Island Boxing School, we doing another one. And mad people hit me up like, yo, that's y'all? Yo, I've been listening to that shit for a year.
Crazy.
Yo, that's my favorite shit. I didn't know that was y'all. And I'm like, well, first of all, we say our names all the time.
Throughout the whole project.
Throughout the whole shit, we saying our names or bits of our names. Second of all, we're unique sounding.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like I sound like fucking, Nas and shit. Shout out to Euro Droog, though. Euro Droog is nasty. But it's not like I sound like someone else where you could be like, who is this guy? Is that fucking Nature? You know what I'm saying? Like, I sound like me. Jem sounds like him. And so, but whatever. So Rikers Island Boxing School is me and Spit Gems.
Yeah, that shit is ill, man. Cause y'all compliment each other.
Thank you.
That's that 1-2 punch I got.
Right.
All right, next up. This one is fire too.
Oh, that's my friend Nems Gutter. Shout out to Nems. And on over my left shoulder is my daughter Serene.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Right, she's in the video, and that's for a song called "Eff Your Life" off that Money House Blessing album,
yeah.
which is the joint I dropped before that. And I just realized, you know what? It doesn't matter when you drop a video. Back in the days, you had a run, right? So you put out your album, you put out your singles, you put out your videos, and that was your album run.
Yep.
Now, it doesn't really matter. If you put out a dope video from 2 albums ago, as long as it's fire, it's going to get mad views. And people are going to fuck with it. You know what I mean? And I thank my brother Nems, because I've been fucking with Nems since before I was rapping. Back in 2009 when I was DJing. I met him through Shaz. Shaz brought Nems through, and Nems was just mad cool. You know what I'm saying? Just a mad. He was like us, man. He was
just chilling.
A fucking good fella. You know what I'm saying? He's
Good
one
guy.
of us. You know what I mean? And he was just fucking ill and a spitter, right? A fucking barsman.
Gorilla.
So from then we've been fucking with each other, and I'm fucking super happy to see his success. He deserves it. And I told him, I was like, yo, bless me with the verbs. I got you. And I'm like, yo, listen, I'm normally not a shy dude. But I know Nems is a busy dude. And I was like, yo, son, if you got some time, you know what I mean?
Let's do a little
I was a
video.
little demure, you know what I'm saying? Which is not me. And he knows it's not me. And I was like, yo, you want to do the video? He's like, fuck yeah, nigga, stop fucking around. Come to Coney Island, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? We'll fucking smoke cigars and fucking play
Like
golf.
gentlemen.
That's
gentlemen.
that's
Like
exactly
gentlemen.
what we did, man. We posted up on chairs on Coney Island. You know, he the fucking mayor out there, so ain't nobody say nothing. We shot a couple golf balls into fucking windows and smoked cigars. And I brought my daughter because my daughter's with me. She's good, but I'm extra good because I'm with Nems in his hood. So it was just a fun day, bro. It was fun as fuck, man. We're just hanging out.
That video looked like a lot of fun too.
It was a lot of fun. And a lot of the people that you see in the video just happened to pop up. Like, see me and Nems chilling, shooting a video, and they popped up.
I think I seen a crackhead too.
There was a crackhead.
Yeah, right.
There was a crack. There's a lot of outtakes with that crackhead. Shouts to the crackheads, man. Y'all made me a lot of money throughout the years. Shouts to y'all, man.
All right, my brother. So this is the last one we got. Talk about it. Talk about it.
Don't be a piece of shit your whole life. You
Yeah.
heard? That was like a YouTube show that I had, a tutorial show that I had, where I was just teaching people how not to be a complete piece of shit their whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Basic
How
things.
to tie a tie. You know what I mean? How to light a cigar. How to be a fucking gentleman for once. You know what I mean? But it was mostly, like I said, it was mostly jokes. But I'm definitely bringing it back
You have to.
with
You got
the
to, man.
TikTok era, because some of y'all definitely ain't acting like fucking real men out there. So you need some tutorials in your life. So I'm gonna do new episodes and shit. But yeah, that was a fun time doing that
And
show,
they're
man.
insightful, they're helpful. Like I was mentioning earlier, you know, for New Year's I had some Cubans, and I was about to just chew the end off, and then it hit me, yo.
And he heard me on his shoulder,
Yes.
yo, don't be a piece of shit your whole
know,
life, my nigga. Cut the cigar.
You saw like the bubble, and then Eff Yoo pointing at you, don't be a fucking asshole. And I'm like, all right.
Yo, I'm glad that those shows actually helped people, cause bro, I did catch hate for some of those shows, man, cause real professionals would type me on the YouTube, that's not how you do it. Shut the fuck up.
You had the whole
It's a
punch or
basic
something?
fucking tutorial.
Hey, yeah, man.
Yo, that right there was searching for Eff Yoo. You heard?
Found me. Nothing too incriminating.
Yeah, there was one where you was like,
was
yo,
fun.
pick up the phone like a real fucking man. What the fuck?
But yo, it's funny because, like I said before, I was a piece of shit, and I fucking did that, and I still do that. Fucking Gems will call me now and be like, yeah, the deal. But if my daughter's school calls me, son, I'm not gonna do
Hello.
that. You know what I mean? Hello.
Hello, hi.
Hey,
Yes.
yo, so Eff Yoo, how'd you get that name?
But wait.
Wait.
We got a lot to unpack. And I think we might have to save it for next
Part
time.
two?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
gonna be
word?
part two, man.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
Let's save it.
Kicking me out.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
We had
You
enough
hang
of
out,
y'all.
You hang out with
We'll
us.
invite you back in the future. See ya.
And if you
That's what
complain in
that's-
Eff Yoo, we're gonna come back next week with part 2. You heard?
rifle experts, stifle professors with insightful lectures. Write your best verse, smite your pigeon's chin when my leg bursts. My psycho network, low down in the righteous texture. The type to rock a sheepskin Sherlin while striking shepherds. Suicidal sweatshirt, 9-9, design the crest work. You 50 Tyson, bitch, I'm Tyson Beckford. Tyson Fury left hook, I am Mike Italian linen Gucci sandals. With the spec work, your idle flesh burn. I rat-a-tat-tat your chest like Bible excerpts. The micro-tech burst, pint out your neck squirt. You mind your neck twerk, you slide and stretch hers. Fly out the blessed church, left turn. Dip into the night, Michael Knight type gestures.
Let off a rhyme that boggles any righteous mind. I'm more like Michael Jackson, Jordan, Tyson, or Myers. The 88 keys of life that I'm writing, piano maestro to Christ's disciples. I write the Bible, but really like the light, allowing night to shine through. Let off the rifle, foot on their necks, Gucci slides, give them an eyeful. You softer than diapers, I'm the shit. Wrote this whole verse on the side of a hospital, son. Let out the psycho. Cletus Cassidy spitting venom, head off the viper. Never a typo. Do a line of white when I'm writing. Let out the whiteout. Driving at light speed. Hit the turnpike. Fly off the cycle. Land on my nights fresh out of Rikers.